Learning with Easy English Daily. Let's start.
Hello everyone, today I want to show you my house. This is the place where I live. I really like my home. It is not very big, but it feels warm and cozy. In my house there is a kitchen, a living room, a bedroom and a few small rooms. I spend a lot of time here. I cook, rest, read and relax, but one room is my favorite. Can you guess which one it is? Come inside and see. So this is the first place I see when I come inside. This is my hallway. Every time I open the door and walk in, I arrive here first. It is not a big space, but it is very important to me. When I come home, I often feel a little tired, but the moment I step inside, I begin to relax. Here I take off my shoes and place them neatly near the wall. I like everything to be clean and organized because it helps my mind feel calm. Next to the door there is a small area for my coat. I hang it there, especially during cold days. In winter, I also keep my scarf and hat in the same place. Sometimes when I am in a hurry, I quickly grab my coat and leave, but when I have more time, I slow down and enjoy these small, peaceful moments. There is also a small mirror in the hallway. Before I go out, I often look at myself to check if everything looks okay. Sometimes I smile and say, "Okay, Chloe, let's go." It feels a bit funny, but also comforting. Near the door, I keep my bag. I always put it in the same spot so I can find it easily. I don't like searching for things when I need to go out. This hallway may be simple, but it plays an important role in my daily life. It helps me prepare when I leave and relax when I return, like a quiet space between the outside world and my home. This is my living room, a place where I spend a lot of time during the day, especially when I want to relax and feel comfortable. After I finish my work or come back home, this is usually the first room where I sit down and take a rest. The sofa is my favorite spot in this room. It is soft, cozy and perfect for relaxing. I often sit here with a cup of tea and enjoy a quiet, peaceful moment. In front of the sofa, there is a small table where I place my tea or a book. Sometimes I also keep my glasses there, especially when I plan to read in the evening. There is a television in the room as well. I do not watch it all the time, but occasionally I enjoy a simple program or a movie. It helps me relax after a long and busy day. Near the window, I have a chair that is very special to me. I like to sit there and look outside. I watch people walking, trees moving in the wind, and sometimes I just look at the sky. It is a peaceful place where I can think quietly about my day. During the daytime, sunlight comes through the window and fills the room with warmth and light. In the evening, I turn on a soft lamp, and the room becomes calm and peaceful. I also keep a few small things here that make me happy, like photos, a plant and simple decorations. They are not many, but they make the room feel like home. For me, this living room is more than just a place to sit. It is where I slow down, rest and feel safe. When I am here, I feel calm and comfortable, and that is why this room is very important to me. Now let me show you another place where I spend time every day. This is my kitchen, and I think it is one of the busiest places in my home. I come here many times during the day, not only to cook, but also to enjoy quiet and pleasant moments. In the morning, this is where my day usually begins. I prepare my breakfast, make a cup of tea and slowly wake up. I do not like to rush, so I try to do everything calmly and enjoy each step. I like simple food, so my cooking is easy and not complicated. I often cook eggs, cut fresh bread, or prepare something light and healthy. For me, cooking is not just about making food. It is also a small daily routine that helps me feel calm and focused. There is a table in the kitchen where I eat. Sometimes I sit there alone and enjoy the silence. Other times I listen to soft music while I eat, and it makes the moment more relaxing. I always try to keep my kitchen clean and organized. After cooking, I wash the dishes and wipe the table. I do not feel comfortable when things are messy. There are a few small things in my kitchen that I really like. I have a kettle for my tea, some favorite cups and simple tools that I use every day. These little things may seem small, but they make my daily life easier and more enjoyable. Sometimes I just stand in the kitchen and look around. Light comes through the window and everything feels quiet and peaceful. For me, the kitchen is not only a place to prepare food, it is a place where I take care of myself, slow down, and enjoy everyday life. Now let me show you a more quiet and restful place in my home. This is my bedroom. It is the most quiet and peaceful place in my home, and I come here whenever I need to rest and relax. At the end of the day, when everything is finished, I like to enter this room and slow down. The atmosphere here is very calm, and it helps me leave all the noise and stress behind. The bed is the most important thing in this room. It is soft and comfortable, and I always try to keep it clean and neat. In the evening, I often sit on the bed for a few minutes before going to sleep. Sometimes I think about my day, and other times I simply enjoy the silence around me. Next to the bed, there is a small table with a lamp on it. The warm light from the lamp makes the room feel even more peaceful and relaxing. I also keep a book near my bed because I like to read a little before I sleep. I do not read for a long time, just a few pages to help my mind relax. There is also a window in this room. Sometimes I open it to let fresh air come inside, which makes the space feel light and refreshing. I do not keep many things here because too many objects can feel heavy and distracting. A simple space feels easier, cleaner, and more calming. For me, this bedroom is not only a place to sleep. It is a place where I can be quiet, think slowly, and truly rest. Now I will show you another small but very useful room in my home. This is my bathroom. I use it many times every day. It may seem like a simple place, but it plays an important role in my daily life. I usually start my morning here. When I wake up, I come into this room, wash my hands and face, and slowly begin my day. It helps me feel fresh and more awake. Next to the sink, I keep the things I use every day, like my toothbrush, soap, and a few small items. Everything has its place because I like things to be organized. It makes my routine easier and more comfortable. There is a mirror above the sink. I look into it every morning and evening. Sometimes I just check how I look, and sometimes I pause for a moment and think. In the evening, this room becomes a quiet space where I prepare to rest. I brush my teeth, wash my face, and take my time. I do not like to rush these moments because they help me relax after a long day. There is also a shower here. I enjoy warm water, especially when it is cold, because it helps my body relax and makes me feel better. I always try to keep this room clean. I wipe the surfaces, organize my things, and make sure everything is in its place. A clean bathroom makes the whole home feel better. Even though this room is small, it gives me important moments to wake up, slow down, and take care of myself. Now I want to show you a place that is very special to me, my favorite place in the house. It is my living room. You have already seen it before, but this time I want you to see it in a different way. Not just as a room with furniture, but as a space where I feel truly comfortable and at peace. When I sit here, I feel calm and relaxed. I do not think about work or problems. I simply enjoy the moment. I usually sit on the sofa with a cup of tea in my hands. Sometimes I read a book, sometimes I watch something simple, and sometimes I just sit quietly. For me, silence is not empty. It feels full, soft, and peaceful. I also like to sit near the window and look outside. I watch the trees, the sky, and people walking by. It helps me feel connected to the world, even when I am inside my home. This room gives me a strong feeling of safety. Everything here is familiar and every object has its place. I do not feel the need for anything more. That is why this room is my favorite. It is simple, but it feels right to me. Do you remember the question from the beginning? I asked you to guess my favorite room. Now you know the answer. Did you guess it correctly? Tell me in the comments, I would really like to know. Thank you for visiting my home today. I hope you enjoyed this small and peaceful tour.